Jeff, how would this, when would this appear on the income? When would the cost of this shirt appear on the income statement? Huh? You don't know? Chris? Do you know? I need help. I need help.
The ones you sold would be on retained earnings, I guess, no?
No, the ones you sold would be on the income statement. The ones you sold would be on the income statement. That's the perfect answer for the income statement. So the cost of the shirts that have been sold appears income statement. Okay? And then what you don't know, and actually won't have to learn this semester, thank heavens, this is the first semester I'm not teaching it, which is why you get to do this delightful assignment rather than learning this material. The statement of cash flow starts with income. The first number on the statement of cash flows is income, so if it influences the income statement, it's going to necessarily influence statement of cash flows. And Chris is exactly right. Income also is the primary, certainly a very, very important number on the statement of retained earnings. Or statement of, is it the statement of retained earnings? I'm now blanking on national television. What's the fourth financial statement? Statement of retained earnings. Okay. It's the least important of them, so forget about it. Okay. Alex, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Awesome. So we doing good so far? So those are those financial. So is it a useful piece of information to know how much does it cost? Absolutely. Did you know that there are, count them, 3 different ways that we're going to learn this semester to answer that question? How much does it cost? Count them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ich ni son. 1, 2, 3. Anybody know a language that I didn't name? Anybody recognize some of those languages? What? What? Who? What? Oh, what's your language? Hindi. How would you say 1, 2, 3 in Hindi? A, do, ti. Very good. How about you? What language do you speak?
Chinese.
Chinese. How would you say 1, 2, 3 in Chinese?
Yosan.
Yosan?
Yeah.
That's 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
San. So you said it really fast. Yosan.
Yeah.
Can you say that? Like, would somebody who speaks Chinese recognize that?
Yeah.
Yosan?
Yeah. No. He's just you guys speaking it so fast, so something.
So it's okay to speak it that fast?
Yeah.
Yosan. Man. You got to get it out fast. Woo! Yosan. Rubina, do you speak another language?
I can understand a little bit of German.
A little bit of German? Anybody else?
Did you pull Swiss in there from Cool Runnings?
French in there.
French?
I hit all the Swiss. Oh, actually, 5. I did Eins, zwei. Did I do Eins, zwei, drei?
Yeah. I didn't think so.
I thought it should have been very early, because that's the language I speak the best. So I spoke 2 of the 3 languages from Switzerland. Did you know Switzerland uses 3 languages? French is actually the official language, but 80% of the population of Switzerland speaks German, and roughly 5% speaks Italian. So it's like 15% French, 5% Italian, because it's because part of it borders Italy, so that little pocket of people that are close to Italy speak Italian. Part of it's on next to France and the Alps, and so those people speak French, and the people in Lucerne speak French, but the overwhelming majority of the people speak German. So heavily accented, it's like going, into rural Georgia. Kind of the equivalent of English in rural Georgia. So, let's look at the next page, because we're kind of running behind a little bit here. What is the matching principle? Jackie, do you remember?
Something about matching revenues and costs.
Something about matching revenues and costs. So when do we recognize costs on the income statement? Cost, manufacturing costs, product costs. When do we recognize product costs on the income statement? When they are sold. Okay, so that's the matching principle. And so knowing how much it costs is important for that, okay? The matching principle involves matching revenues with the costs, the product costs associated with them. Matching revenues with the product costs associated with them. So it's another reason why, because is the matching principle important? Did you learn about it in your last class? You probably did. Whether or not you remember it, you probably did learn about the matching principle in your last class. So that's a reason why it's important to understand product costs. What is the absorption costing income statement format? Is that the top one on the next page? Absorption costing income statement format. Brandon, do you know that? You should know that. It was on your last test. It might even be on your cheat sheet if you go look there. Do you have your cheat sheet? I suggested, did I not suggest that you keep it? Anthony, do you have this? Why not? What did Dr. Fessler suggest? And it was big and inviting. The camera neat should pan over to how big the garbage can is. Man, she's not really excited about that idea. You could pan over, show how, kind of zoom in, show how big it was. So that's why Anthony threw his handy handouts away, or his cheat sheet from the test away, because the garbage can was there and big. Thank you. That's and just so the world knows, our camera person was a rather unenthusiastically cooperative.
She humored you.
She did humor me. She did humor me. But I've been just trying to give Brandon an opportunity. Did you throw yours away too, Brandon? It's at home. It doesn't do you a darn bit of good at home. It's probably right at the very beginning. I mean, this would have been first day, second day stuff. Absorption, costing, income statement format. Man, it was like this in my last class too. It was just painful how slow, how much work it was to remember this stuff. Dr. Fessler, we've slept since you last taught us. Huh, you got it. What is it?
Revenue minus cost of goods sold equals gross margin minus selling administrative expenses with operating.
Perfect. What page are you on? Page 9. Okay, page 9. So did everybody get that? Revenue minus cost of goods sold equals gross margin minus selling and administrative expenses equals operating income. Revenue minus cost of goods sold equals gross margin minus selling and administrative expenses equals operating income. Look at page 9 in your handy handouts.